What rules, you sons of bitches?
Jordan B. Peterson was recently banned on Twitter for tweeting this. Remember when pride was a sin and Ellen Page had just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician? And he goes on to talk about the Hippocratic Oath and not causing harm to your patients. And then he put out a video because everyone's been wondering, is he going to delete this tweet? Is he going to delete it? Because, you know, the culture war, the culture battle is more important. And yeah, everyone has already seen the tweet, so who cares? But I kept wondering, and much like yourself probably, he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who backs down from the mob. So much so that he'll dig his heels in. I almost appreciate that. As somebody who's a college professor, I'm sure you put up with a lot of crap with a lot of kids. So he is okay digging his heel in. As he goes on in this video that said, I'd rather die than delete a truthful tweet for the cancel creeps. Dang. But I think my favorite part in the video is this, and this is from the video. It just gets me a little fired up, and I hope it fires you up.
Law. While we review your appeal. Violating our rules against hateful conduct. You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease. By clicking delete, you acknowledge that your tweet violated the Twitter rules. Delete. If you think we've made a mistake, submit an appeal to us. Please note that, should you do so, your account will remain locked while we review your appeal. Let's take this apart. First, it is clearly the case that I did not promote violence against or threaten anyone with my missive. So that leaves the arguably lesser sin of harass. Let's assume, since I wasn't informed, that that was the crime. And further, harassment on the basis of so-called gender identity, since Twitter did not do me the favor of actually specifying my crime, and there are many possibilities on that front. We unfortunately have to guess at why this has occurred, and that's actually a big problem in and of itself, and also indicative of the utter carelessness of the Twitter organization with regard to the propriety of its own censorial actions. I should at least know exactly what I did wrong if I am required to acknowledge that.
And he's right. These companies online, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, ergo Instagram and stuff like that, the times that I've been banned, the times that I've been like right now on TikTok, my account is restricted and I get one more slash and my account's gone. They don't tell you why. And when you submit an appeal to ask why, they just say you violated our terms. It's always a vague thing. And in the same breath of your tone, you could see how everyone on the other side of the aisle is allowed to say whatever you want. I mean, you have Carlos Maza on Twitter calling for violence after Roe vs. Wade being overturned, but you know, that's okay. But Jordan Peterson did the most egregious sin in the hemisphere of liberal tech monopoly, if you want to call it. And that is talking about anything in a negative light when it comes to gender identity. If you do anything in that breath, same as like Dave Chappelle and stuff like that, they see this as the sin that you cannot cross. You can call for violence on conservatives or Supreme Court justices. You can protest them all you want, but the minute you start talking about gender identity issues in a negative light, it doesn't like any kind of negatory, demeaning, lighthearted joke, whatever. It doesn't matter. You have crossed the line. And that's why I always, when we talk about this kind of stuff, that's why I always come at the angle of it is a religion. It is a religion that you pray to your God, you kneel before, you put your fists in the air, you give your money away, you are a part of, you wear these colors, you show, I mean, I have a neighbor right now that is showing their flag. It's professing to the world, they're evangelizing to the world the good news that gender is non-binary, it's gender fluid, it's whatever you like. This is the good news. This is the news that will set you free. And so when you question the God, when you question the religion, that's when you cross the line. And that's why it's a religion, because the way people respond to any kind of conversation in regards that's other than affirming in every possible way they see it as hate speech. They see it as you need to be taken down. They get more aggressive and more angry than I've ever seen in my life. It's insane. There's like a switch. So tell me it's not a religion, because it is. This idea that it's not is just so silly, because they believe stuff that's not true. They believe stuff that is fabricated. And yeah, let's continue to listen to Jordan, because I think the funniest part is coming up.
My tweet violated the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches? You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches. Exactly.
Dude. Jordan Peterson's getting upset.
George is getting upset.
I love Jordan Peterson so much. I'm so glad he didn't back down. I'm so glad he didn't take this tweet down, because here's why. Someone like me, someone with like a smaller following that doesn't have, no one's going to freak out if my account goes away. There's not going to be millions of people tweeting about how, let's get Derek Lachey back. I can't believe you got rid of it. No one cares. Like maybe a few of you, and I respect every single one of you. I love you for that, because we are a growing channel, and we're changing the world. Through one laughter at a time. I hope I provide something different than every other podcast out there. I hope I'm not as like insane as a lot of podcasts I see, or as vague or whatever. It's easier for someone like him to be able to not delete it. It's like the Babylon Bee. There's a big enough following there, and it's good. We need examples of this, because smaller accounts, I can understand when they tell you to delete something, you just delete it because you're like, I'm trying to grow. I'm not as big. I'm trying to make this into a career. I would love to do this full time. I would love to make videos full time. I would love to make 100 videos a day and just hang out with you guys all day and stuff like that. But it's not a job for me. So it's still a growing process. So it's harder for me to have a discussion about would I delete it or not. I would probably delete it because I see the battle needs to continue. But someone like him, we need leaders like him that have a big enough following, that are on Daily Wire, so you can still get his content, especially those who subscribe to Daily Wire. You could still find him on YouTube and stuff like that and pick up his books. We need examples like him to lay the foot down. It's bad when you have big examples like our Joe Rogan or Ben Shapiro or like anything like Crowder, Michael Malice. I don't know. There's so many big influential leaders in this space of just logical thinking and going against the woke establishment. When that happens to them, I expect them to have the same response as Jordan Peterson, because they already have such a huge following, and they need to set the standard so that real change happens, because real change will never happen if people just submit. It's like these tech companies treat you like children. They're like, you'd violated our rules, and I'm not going to tell you what you did wrong, but you know what you did wrong. And not only that, go find you a switch outside that we're going to spank you with on the way in, and then you're going to submit. But again, another reason why somebody like Jordan Peterson or something like that should find, go on True Social or Getter or something like that, and build a following. That's the best way to do it. But let me know your thoughts. I love that he didn't delete it. I'm glad he didn't delete it. I love a little sons of bitches. Let's hear it one more time, because it gets me all riled up.
Its own censorial actions. I should at least know exactly what I did wrong if I am required to acknowledge that my tweet violated the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches? Exactly. Precisely. Because such things matter.
It's funny, but it's also great, because this is our government of today. Trying to pretend like these people aren't in control of our politicians. Yeah, no way. Hope you guys have a great day. I love every single one of you. Happy Friday. Oh, and those of you who don't know, it's MAGA month. It's MAGA month. Happy MAGA month. Am I a huge staunch Trump supporter? Not really. I don't care. I just care about ideas more. But it triggers people on the left, and that's all that matters. I hope you guys have a great day. Freaking love you guys. Bye.